In today's video, we find out what happens when every single NPC and boss meets inside of Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 2, the final boss meet of the season. In the past, we've done this with IO vs. the 7 and many other final boss meets of the seasons where all NPCs meet, so I'm super excited for this one. But as always, don't forget guys, if you haven't already, roughly 98% of you over here that watch aren't already subscribed, so tap the subscribe button, it'd mean the world to me. And if you guys know the name of this skin right now, comment it down below, it'll be hearted a bunch if you get it right, so make sure you are doing that. Okay, so the plan for today's video is pretty complex this time, and it's going to be quite hard for me to explain, so bear with me. So here's the map. You can see on this map here we needed several amount of players to go and gather the NPCs, and what we would do is we would hire certain NPCs, take them over to the location of 8 Ball and drop them off, and then go and get another NPC and then drop them off. You can only hire one NPC at a time, so you have to dismiss them, and also Darth Vader would be led over and Gwen would be forced over by a lightsaber, and the same method for high card as well. We're also going to need a bunch of gold to hire the NPCs and drop them off at the 8 Ball location, and possibly the ODM gear to move around the map quicker. Wish us luck. Let's jump on in. So before we get to this, I just want to show you guys quickly my 50-50 big battle map, which I've spent a long time building these last few weeks with Creative 2.0. Inside of here, you've got a lot of vehicles, almost every vehicle in the game. It's a crazy battlefield, epic battle scales, just chaos. If you're like me and you love chaos, then this is for you. The code's on screen, you can pop in. Also, XP is really good in UAFN at the moment. It's going to be great for next season or to finish your battle pass this season. So feel free to take a screenshot now, ready for when you want to use it in the future or today to play the map and get some XP to finish your battle pass or for next season. And here's what it looks like in Discover. So if you see this picture popping in, you know it's built by me. So jumping into the video, possibly the best boss meet of Chapter 4 in my opinion so far, we've got to find ourselves the first NPC, and that's going to be Longshot, who's actually one of the more difficult ones. So while I'm doing this, my other 8 teammates in the game are going to be going around grabbing other NPCs at different locations, and they're going to be bringing them over to the location of 8 Ball. So I'm going to loot up some gold, because you don't get gold in custom games, and then I'm going to grab myself hopefully an ODM gear. Sadly not this time, only some funders, but hopefully if we loot another one, we should get ourselves an ODM gear. So down here, we've got the ODM gear. Let's open it up, and boom, we've got the ODM gear set to go. We can use this to rotate over to where we need to go. So we're going to actually head over to the Longshot location, which is all the way past the Citadel. So it's a long way to go, and then I have to take this NPC all the way over to the 8 Ball. So there's a lot of distance to travel here, but it is possible and it can be done. So all I need to do is go up here, loot up some more gold, and I should be set to go if I manage to get some extra gold if I want to hire another NPC so we can get 2 down. So there we are, some extra bonus gold there. We now have enough gold to hire the Longshot because he's 250 to hire, and we can head over to his spawn location, who's right on this far side. So we haven't got long to pull this off. The storm is closing. We can grab Longshot here, we can hire him, and he'll simply follow us. So 250 gold and you can hire him. We are set to go. We have Longshot, so we've got 150 gold spare. So if we do find any other NPCs that are on the cheap, we could grab them, but usually all NPCs are 200 or above. If there's a gold event going on, obviously they can be cheaper, but sadly Darth Vader wouldn't be in when the gold event would be taking place, so we had to do this before the gold event would go live. So obviously now I'm rotating over using my ODM mythic. This is going to come in super handy. Luckily Longshot will teleport to me, so don't worry too much about him. He will eventually keep teleporting to me, which should help us out in the long run here, getting to this location of 8 Ball spawn. Now while this was taking place, my teammates were also moving Darth Vader by force pushing him over as well, or getting him to follow you. He does both. He's quite easy to move Darth Vader, just simply force him, and he usually moves quite easy. So that was going on. And also while this was taking place as well, my other teammates were also moving over the location of Gwen. You can see a little bit of footage of that here, using the green lightsaber again to move the spider Gwen. This will move her over to the location of 8 Ball, sending her that direction, and that'll get her moving as well. There were other NPCs being moved as well, but sadly we don't have any footage of all them moving, just because it's a little bit tedious and the video would go on forever if I show you guys moving every single NPC, because there's too many of them to get them all moving. But the ones that we could grab that spawned in, we were able to grab them, and my teammates had them all set to go by force pushing them or by hiring them. So back into the car now, we've managed to find a car, and simply Longshot isn't far behind at all. You can see him on the radar, just slightly behind us, and we now are arriving at the destination where all the NPCs should already be. So my teammates have already set up their NPCs, they've dismissed them in this location, which has caused them to stay around here, and obviously that's delivered the NPCs to this location, which is really nice. Obviously we've got Gwen on the back of the car over there as well, keeping her safe so she doesn't walk back to a POI, because you can't hire Gwen. But we now have Longshot here, and obviously we can get rid of Longshot here by dismissing him, which I've done. on. And now Longshot will be based at this location. You can see him basing himself in. And Darth has arrived just perfectly in time, and all the NPCs are here that we've managed to grab, including High Card as well. He's on his way over. High Card's a little bit more difficult to move in, so he'll join the fight a little bit later. But all NPCs have arrived. We've got Darth here. We're keeping Darth away from the others for now so he doesn't hit them until everyone is here, just to make sure that everyone does arrive. And obviously we'll clear out the battlefield a little bit as well, just to make it a little bit easier for the NPCs to hit each other. We don't want them getting stuck behind this bamboo stuff, so that should be set to go. Last little force push here, and the battle now begins. So switching into the replay, the fight starts off with the medic actually hitting our friend from the bottom left of the map, Garrison, where the fight starts off on the right side of this circle. We have munitions on the right there walking into the bamboo, and obviously all the NPCs behind him as well. The fight does begin between these two to start though. It's an interesting start to the fight, but all the other NPCs are positioning themselves nicely with 8-Ball around, and while this was taking place, we were getting them all in. You can see Sludge comes straight in with his grenades. He actually gets involved with the fight, as well as 8-Ball gets involved with the fight. Sludge going in with his grenades over here. We've got the grenades coming in. Darth's about to approach in the fight, by the way. Longshot over on that side over there. And we haven't just got Longshot, we've got everyone. Polo Patroller, Gwen, Darth throws in with the car. He hits the Gwen, getting 75 on Gwen, dives into everyone, gets 15 damage on the land, doing as much damage as possible with his swings on the players. We've got Sludge over on his side. We've got the medic over down at the far side. Darth trying his best. He force pulls someone towards him. Looks like Darth's in position, but it looks like one shot goes down from 8-Ball right there in front of us. Darth actually swinging on the medic and Sludge there. We've got Polo Patrol on his side. We've got Gwen to the right. Oh, 8-Ball going in with a little sword dash there, trying his best against Darth. Hits the Sludge, and Darth gets a double hit on there, moving them back. 8-Ball goes down to Polo Patroller there. Darth coming in on the Sludge, doing as much damage as possible. Darth goes down to Sludge. That was a really fast elimination for Darth out of the fight. Polo Patroller still holding his ground. Obviously, Gwen gets the shotgun on Garrison, takes down Garrison. Polo Patroller now in the action with Sludge, and obviously we've got High Card who's landed in over here. High Card takes a 1v1 with munitions, but High Card's super weak, and it looks like munitions takes him out really easily. Back to the replay, we can see 8-Ball did get taken out before by Polo Patroller. This is a little bit of a flashback, and Darth gets taken out on that side by Sludge. So pretty crazy stuff happening in the action. Jumping back to where we were, we can see obviously the Remedy in on the battle over here. Sludge as well with the medic. It looks like them two are teaming up, the medic and Remedy. Oh, medic gets taken out by Sludge's grenade. Pretty crazy stuff there. And we are going to bring another High Card in. I've got alert that another High Card is on his way because the first one got taken out pretty quickly. Oh, and it looks like Sludge goes down to Gwen. I was hoping on Sludge a victory here, but unfortunately Sludge did not live till the end. Munitions fighting out here with Remedy. We've got Polo Patroller and Gwen on that left side. Munitions goes down to Remedy. Remedy now in a fight with Polo Patroller. Grenades coming in over on Remedy's side. Polo Patroller really making good use of them grenades and finishes off Remedy there with a lovely shotgun shot, and now he's celebrating. High Card's on his way, like I mentioned. I got word that another High Card was incoming, so a nice little High Card is on his way into the action over here. We still have Gwen left and Polo Patroller and High Card. So after a little bit of time, eventually High Card and Polo Patroller started fighting each other, and then Gwen started to jump back into the action. You can see we've got Gwen on this far side over here. Polo Patroller going in with a few grenades onto the High Card. The grenade accuracy is not the best, but he's trying his best, and obviously using his shots as well to get as much damage as possible. We force push them over to this side over here to get them a little bit closer in the action. You see Polo Patroller now aiming in on the High Card. 1v1 between them, and Gwen kind of backing up. I generally thought that Gwen would get a little bit closer, and I really wanted 8-Ball to survive towards the end because he uses his little kind of blade, but sadly he's not going to be using that here. Polo Patroller aiming in on Gwen, but missing them shots, and also High Card missing his shots on to the Polo Patroller. Typical High Card, one of the weakest bosses ever in Fortnite. Obviously we've got Gwen moving in on High Card here, gets a lovely shotgun shot, gets another shotgun shot, to two lovely shotgun shots, damaging the High Card there. A grenade comes in. Gwen tries her best to dodge that grenade. The grenade goes boom, and it looks like, no, it's not the grenade. High Card takes down Gwen, and the grenade finishes High Card. Wow, an incredible win for the man himself, Polo Patroller. Don't forget to try out the brand new 50v50 big battle map with the code on screen. Let me know what you guys think of the map with some feedback in the comments, and if you want to support me even further, you can pop code POST, POST, into your item shop. Thank you, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.